Robin Beltran, live from the Houston Improv with SOL-CARITAS TV. We're here tonight for the Queens of the Mic Volume 3. Devonte's inside on the red carpet. Let's go in and find out and see what he's got going.
Thanks, Robin. So I'm here with Lyric. Tell me a little bit about your poem, The Resurrection Will Not Be Televised.
The poem was inspired by Gil Scott-Heron, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And basically what I did was I listened to that poem over and over, and I took the religious aspect of it and turned it into something spiritual. So something that now that we don't really have a whole lot of people that are spiritual anymore, people are deterring from that. So I really wanted to take that concept of what he was using back then and create that in present day time.
I liked how you kind of started breaking down the different layers of our society as far as like iPads, the TV screens. What is the overall message you think people will take from this poem?
I think the overall message is that people are taking religion out of everything, and that we need to get back to, if you are a Christian, you need to get back to what the message is of spreading the gospel to people at the end of the day, because we're so disconnected with social media and all the kind of shows that we watch. So it's important that we get back to that.
Harvard with Miss Kathy Lewis, hot off the stage. Miss Kathy Lewis, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, good to see you again. Thank you.
Good. So tell me about your look tonight, because you're doing something that I feel like the men are gonna love, the ladies are gonna like.
Oh.
What are we doing tonight?
Look,
What was your inspiration?
couldn't get my hair done before the show, so I decided.
She turned it into something. Makeup's on fleek.
Oh, thank you. You know, that takes practice. What you do is when you don't have anywhere to go, that's the time that you dedicate to practicing. That way, when you have somewhere to go, and take you 4 hours, you just get right to it.
You already know.
It usually works out. And then you check the lighting. That's what I learned on YouTube. And that's pretty much the extent of my makeup.
So men, this is just for the makeup.
Yeah,
this is
makeup.
this is just makeup. You don't even know what we do in our spare time just to look like this.
But then, in regards to my style, like I really just try to say, like, would I be comfortable in that? Am I comfortable on stage? Is that a representation of my personality? Like, I'm kind of a tomboy, but I still try to be sporty and sexy.
Right.
When you want to be appropriate on the stage at the same time in a representation of a queen, so you give them a little bit and hold a little bit back. So
Right.
That's me.
You had a really great way of showing so much color with drugs and with God.
Yeah.
Where did that inspiration come from?
It's kind of cool. I'm glad I got the opportunity to talk about it. It's actually a very personal poem. It's about my younger brother. And the age and the information I use in the poem are all based on a true story. But my younger brother at the age of 13, a lot of kids in this generation, they think, I'm just smoking weed with my friends. Weed is popular, like weed is harmless. And weed ended up being laced with something else, something more powerful, something very addictive, and he was only 13 years old. And ever since that time, like, he really hasn't been the same. But when we've been in prayer for him, he's 19 now, like, he's in school, like, he's in church, and so me and my family just got together collectively in prayer, but it's also bringing awareness to the difficulty of any type of addiction.
Right.
You see a person and you just think like, oh God, like they're addicted to this or they're addicted to that, but you don't realize that it's a sickness and it's an internal struggle. So if you look at something from understanding and love as God teaches us to do, then that's kind of how you get the idea of a piece like that.
All right, so I'm here with Luckey, and she just got done performing an amazing poem. You said talk isn't cheap. How much does talk actually cost?
Talk doesn't cost a thing. Now, as a poet, I believe it's a pretty insulting phrase when you say that to a poet, especially myself, because everything I say, it means a lot. It makes sense.
I like that part. That was good.
To it, yeah. So that's what I mean by that.
Where did you get your wordplay from?
My mind.
Because you were kind of almost like rapping out there. It was like,
Man, I feel it. I just get into the zone, and I think it's just natural. I'm grateful to have a gift, and I'm glad that we have improv as a platform to express that gift, and I'm thankful. Yeah. Did I answer that question? It came from my mind? Yeah.
It was good.